Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
There you go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Second down, Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. And in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
47. Kill. We're going to 54.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go to 54. Go to 54. Here we go 46. Going to 53.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, here's Mitchell. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. They'll get 23 yards there. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
7-7, our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it second down and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well. Where you could move.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Travis Jones.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Cowboys 7.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Kill! 47! 26!
Play action now. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
26.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Cowboys at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
26.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Jackson now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9. Again, Jackson. And this throw will be intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
That's caught out wide by Cooks.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
We're going to 54. Here we go, 46, 46. Go.
Cooks motions to the left.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he's loose again. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return, many of them are the same guys. And they're devoted to a return guy who can break big plays. And when that happens and they know it's there, they're going to block that much harder and be that much more skillful, as well as utilizing his talents. And this is what you get. Punt return, kick return, a huge game.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Jackson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Mitchell now off the option.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now they're in the hurry up. They go play action now. Jackson.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 19 yards away. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott.
That one down the field for Ferguson.
And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
47. 47.
On play action, Prescott.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
97 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd down and a yard.
Go to 54. Go to 54.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Go to 53. Kill.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys are back within a score.
Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes it a 28-24 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
No, we changed it.
To throw is Jackson. And I think the ball's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. And room there to work it inside the 25.
111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Wide.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 53.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Prescott off play action, rolling to his left.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Third and 8.
Going to 53.
Now Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And they're going to speed things up here.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That is caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
An option give now to Mitchell.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action with Jackson.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Going to 54. Why is? Here we go, going to 54. Here we go, going to 54. Going to 54.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's first down.
Here we go, going to 54. Going to 54. Why is? 26.
Now Dak. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey.
This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson.
Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Jackson to throw.
Steps away to his left.
And great running after the catch turns that into a really big gain. That's the good news, but keep in mind here, the clock running.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Jackson.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards in the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Now Jackson.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end on that last play.